I had a student come to me recently, a real estate coaching student, and asked me, Jim, I've got some money in my home. Should I go ahead and invest this in other real estate? And it's a question she was getting from her clients as well. So I said, let me explain this to you in kind of a story form so you can explain it to your clients as well. So I said, let's assume that you had $400,000 in equity in your home. It doesn't matter what you really have, but let's assume it's $400,000. And you leave $200,000 equity in your home and you pull $200,000 out. Now, how do I pull it out? I refinance it, or I get a HELOC loan for that $200,000. So now I have $200,000. Of course, I'm paying interest on it. It's not free money. Let's assume I'm paying 5.5% interest today. Okay. With that 5.5% interest, I now have to beat that rate of return in order for me to make money, right? To make a spread, to have it make sense. So let's assume then I go out and I take that $200,000 and I find an investment property. Maybe it's a duplex or a triplex, and I spend $700,000 on it. That's reasonable because I got to put 25% down generally on investment property, so that $200,000 would cover that amount. And now let's throw out the cash flow and all that stuff. That's for another day. And I'm just going to look at appreciation rates. Let's assume that that new triplex or duplex I bought goes up in value next year, next 12 months, 5.5%. Now the question for you is, if I'm paying 5.5% on my interest on that HELOC loan, where I pulled my equity out of, and I'm gaining 5.5% interest on my new property that I purchased, am I breaking even or am I making money? And it's kind of a head scratcher at first, but let's dive deeper. So remember, when I gain 5.5% appreciation on my investment property, what's it based on? It's based on the whole value of that property, the full $700,000. So 5.5 times 700,000 is $38,500. So, but it's not really that I invested 700,000, right? Remember, what did I invest? I invested 200,000. So if I take 38.5 divided into 200,000, what's my rate of return? Well, I'm making 19.25% on my money just by putting into that investment. Now I got to take off the 5.5% that I'm paying the bank, yes, but I got a solid 13+% interest investment there, not counting cash flow and everything else and other tax benefits that come along with it. So just by walking people through this process and kind of taking them step by step logically through it, you can get people to really have their eyes become wide open to the possibilities of real estate. Now, here's something to remember about real estate is that 80% of all millionaires made their first million in real estate. Why? Leveraged dollars. And it's very easy to get financing to get in that leveraged position. Remember, leveraged real estate debt's the best kind of debt you possibly have. That's why people make money and people do it every day of the week. Now, as rising interest rates keep rising, we got to be a little bit careful. We got to be more sensitive to that. We got to be super strategic in how we deploy our leveraged debt, but it can still make us a ton of money, guys. So if you want more ideas like this and more conversations like this, you want to understand the market at a deeper level, you should join us over at eRealEstateCoach.com and look at the Path Performance Coaching. It's 20 solid weeks every single day for 20 weeks of coaching that we give to you that's all focused on lead generation and building your business rapidly. We pair that with hundreds of downloads plus live coaching 3 times a week, and we give you technology that can support accountability so that you can watch your performance in real time and if it's taking you closer to your goals. It's unlike anything else, and it's one of the most affordable coaching programs literally in the country. And we give you the first 2 weeks absolutely free. So I'd love to have you over there check it out. Have a great day. Good selling.